There it is. On the lost concept of heaven. On the lost concept of heaven. First of all, how can monkey brain Joe Rogan look? Joe Rogan thinks we are apes. Oh, we're like one molecule away from apes. It's like people who do that. Adderall is one molecule away from meth. Do you know how much different a drug is off one molecule? It's like night and day, dude. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So even if you're right, but Joe Atheist Rogan, look at this. Look how cringy this is, right? These are adults, by the way.
The Joe Rogan experience.
No, today we've come to this place where if you want to be peaceful, you need a chemical.
He's gonna either backtrack or he's just fully stupid.
You want to be joyful, you need a chemical. You want to be healthful, you need a chemical. Well, you want to be ecstatic, of course there is a chemical.
Right.
So, what is the consequence of this? Why this is happening? One thing is, in this generation, one thing that's happened in people's minds is the heaven has collapsed in people's minds.
The heaven.
Yes.
How so?
See,
I disagree, Johnny boy. Yeah, /unmod mini. Okay, yeah. This suits you better. Okay? What do you think a mod is, bro? You're not a mod. I know you on… Mods are not even invited to podcasts. They're just pieces of my consciousness.
I've been talking to people. 50 years ago, if I spoke to people and I asked how many of you want to go to heaven, almost 80% would raise their hands. Today, you go to your university and ask them, how many of you want to go to heaven? They'll say, they think it's a ridiculous question, all right? Nobody will raise their hand. So in their minds, heaven has collapsed.
Heaven is every e-girl stream, but no sub-mode only, and they actually look good in person.
There's no place to go. So they want to do it everything here, all right?
I see.
So they have not found how to be joyful and ecstatic within themselves. So chemical usage, initially it became alcohol, then it became chemicals, it's getting stronger and stronger, and so many people dying of those things every day, and illnesses, and it's costing a nation and the world a lot. It's not just in one country, it's going across the world. Law enforcement agencies may be controlling it a little bit, but they can never control it totally because the consumption is mass-based. It is… more people may be consuming these things than people eating bread. It's becoming like that. So, this whole movement, where it's going means, if you do not raise human consciousness, if you do not teach people how to sit here feeling absolutely blissed out within yourself by your own nature, because this human mechanism is the most sophisticated chemical factory. If you are a good CEO, you would produce the chemicals that will give you fantastic experience. If you're a lousy CEO, you're giving yourself a bad experience.
Yes.
All you need in life is $1 million, a farm, and good internet for streaming. That's it. That's it.
Now you're buying chemicals from outside to fix that, all right? So essentially you're a bad manager of your own system. You're not taken charge of this. Why has that happened? Because your education, your society is talking about conquering the world, but never taught you anything about how to take charge of this. Do you agree with me?
No, I don't agree with you, because I would much rather conquer the world than be at peace. You people at peace always get conquered. I don't want that. I never want to be you, ever. Okay, that sounds like chemical imbalance to me, Guru.
Yes.
The most… in this room, there's so much technology here. In this room, the most complex and sophisticated technology is within your system. Yes or no? Human system.
Wow.
Yes.
This is… Have you read the user's manual?
There's no user's manual.
There is.
There is?
Yes.
Where is it
It's
at?
built into the machine.
Oh, how do I get it?
You need to pay attention, you're reading inner engineering. Read that carefully, there are…
I'm reading it. I'm in the middle. I'm at part 2.
there are pointers as to how to read your own user's manual.
Yes. Let me take you back to this concept of heaven.
He didn't
When
even
you're
answer
talking
that.
about people in universities, that you say how many of them want to go to heaven. The problem is they don't have any evidence of heaven. And so when a lot of these young people that are atheists or agnostics,
Oh my God, he's going full stupid.
they don't want to buy into anything that they believe is connected to fairy tales, or they're connected to some sort of an ideology that they believe was manufactured to control people and to keep people
That's
in
what
check.
I said. The heaven has
Yes.
collapsed in their minds.
One, why is control bad? Control is the opposite of depression. You know? Oh, well, religion controls me. Okay, what the fuck is alcohol and gaming doing for you? You know what I mean? Your life sucks. You're depressed, right? And you're worried about a book controlling you to what? Fap less? Make you better? Get the fuck out of here, bro. You know? Oh, the book is controlling. Bro, your life is out of control. Like anything that's controlling can benefit you if you're not a fucking idiot.
In their minds. But it's also because heaven is connected to religion, and religion
Okay.
is connected to atrocities. There's a lot of people
Oh my God, bro.
that think of religion, they think of the evils of the Catholic Church, or they think of, what religion has justified, the horrors of history, the things that people have done in the name.
Bro, religion saved more lives than anything ever said ever. Right? Oh, I'm going to build a society without religion, John. Okay. What are the rules? You can't kill people. Where did you get that from? Oh, I got it from scripture. But I would have thought of it myself. Okay. Shut the fuck up, you idiot. You're plagiarizing, and then you're saying, I don't really like the main source. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh, John, give it credit.
Name of religion. So a lot of younger, sophisticated, intelligent people don't want to believe in anything that there's no evidence for. So when you say, how many of them want to go to heaven, say, show me a video.
Oh my God. Dude, this is why you're bald. What do you... If someone showed me a video of heaven, I would say, I don't want to go there. Because I saw it in a fucking YouTube video. Oh my God. That is so embarrassing. Who in this chat would... If I showed you heaven on a phone, would you... Oh my God. Here we go. KRRY in chat. jonzherka, why do you always go full brain dead when you talk about religion? Bro, you are literally a cock. You gonna watch your girlfriend get banged because you didn't absorb anything traditional. Is this really where you trying to head in life? Right? Commandment number 2, don't be a cock. Right? Commandment number 1, cuck others. Dude.
Tell me where I'm going. Do you have a map
No,
of heaven?
I'm not asking that question,
know.
offering a ticket. I'm just telling you, heaven has collapsed in people's mind, which is a good thing, because
It's a good thing?
it is.
People who don't believe in heaven are coping so hard because they know they're burning in hell with Zherka. Hey, bro, I've accepted it. Why don't you just accept it? Stop coping. You're not a good person. You done fucked up shit, right? Once you accept it, you feel good. You go, you know what? Wow. But these whole, you guys got some shit in your closet, man. You got shit to hide, guys, right? Oh, well, people just kill other people and, yeah, there's never any judgment after that. Okay. What do I do now? Being an atheist is such a boring... It's like watching life with no color. What do I do now? I'm bored, bro. I'm bored as an atheist. Do I have to watch my wife get fucked? Well, like attachment leads to suffering, so you must not be attached when she's getting fucked. Bruh. Joe Rogan believes in clones and shit. He believes in Mars, dude. I remember when I was a kid, I couldn't shake this feeling that everything's a test. You know what I mean? So like someone's grandmother drops her wallet on the road and I steal it. I go, damn, I'm rich right now, but that didn't feel that good. You know what I mean? Everything feels like a test to me. You know what's the difference from truly spiritual people and fucking atheist cucks? Atheist cucks, if there were no laws, would be rapists and pedophiles, right? There would be nothing stopping them. You think they'd look up and be like, oh, this is a test? No, they would like sprint in the streets. It would be chaotic. It would be like the purge.
Is because the idea that this is not the place
He's about to go full read.
is to live well.
This is full retarded. Ready?
There is another place where you will live well.
Right, I
It's a
see.
wrong idea.
Right.
This is the place to live well.
You can have heaven right here.
Yes. And who told you you're not already in heaven and making a mess out of it?
No one. I think that's possible.
We are in a heaven making a mess out of it.
We also
Yeah, we're in heaven. Okay.
Right
be in
now,
hell too, right?
whether we want to fix the soil or we want to fix the human mind,
Stop
we are
war.
only trying to see that you don't mess up the heaven in which we have landed.
yes. I could agree with that. I think the problem is the term.
Why are religious people child molesters? Well, they're not actually religious. It's kind of like a vegetarian who eats chicken, right? It's like their fashion. It's like their career. It's fashionable to them, but they cheat, right? Nobody who thinks they're being watched is a fucking pedo, you idiot. Nobody who, if you believed you're being watched by some eternal being, you're fucking shit scared, dude. You're not the fucking priest that's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this in front of God, and like who the fuck actually thinks Catholic priests like believe in God? Like nobody. That's a meme. Even the priests admitted it on Religulous, Bill Maher's cringe documentary that I used to like when I was a cringe lord. I had that phase.
Heaven. When you say it, people think of a biblical heaven. They think of a place that you go.
No,
in the
no,
clouds
every
and-
religion has their own kind of heaven. That's the
Yes.
whole thing. I'm saying before Bible came, there have been heavens in other places.
Yes, yes. You know, one thing I found really
This is one
interesting-
thing good about this soil is, see, people may even have separate heavens to go to, but we all come from the same soil.
The rapist priests think they're going to heaven, John Zherka. No, they don't. They've actually been interviewed on Religulous, and they said, we admit that we don't actually believe in God and shit, right? And when he was in the Vatican, they admit it. They admit that it's a career thing to them.
Soil, our bodies go back to the same soil. So this is a unifying factor.
Catholic priests believe in God like Hassan believes in Marx. Brilliant.
Irrespective of one's religion, caste, creed, whatever else.
So in your mind,
So the priests are atheists. Yeah, like a vegetarian who eats chicken. Is he still a vegetarian? Everyone thinks he is. He even thinks he is. Right? But deep down in his subconscious, that guy's eating, chicken. He knows.
and this concept of heaven relates to like a harmony amongst yourself, and the people, and the living things around you, including the soil.
See, essentially it's like this. If you feel pleasant in your body, we call this health.
Yes.
If you feel very pleasant in your body, we call this pleasure.
If there are 5,000 religions over the planet, why is Christianity and Islam right? They're right because they protected their people from extinction, you fucking idiot. Okay? If something is doing everything to protect your children, right? You're not going to say, hey, let's all just practice yoga and watch Destiny. No, what fucking... Bro, could you imagine being the head of a country and saying, let's switch and go atheist? Right? Hey, let's switch and go... Right? Hell no. What the fuck are you talking about? Ain't nothing better than a soldier that has faith in the unknown. That's the ultimate soldier, right? That's what you want on your team. That's why I'm building a cult.
If you feel pleasant in your mind, we call this peace.
Okay.
If you feel very pleasant, we call this joy. If you feel pleasant in your emotion, we call this love.
Oh God.
If you feel very pleasant, we call it compassion.
What about when I pop Molly, right? Feeling pleasant everywhere.
If you feel very pleasant in your very life energies, then we call this blissfulness. If you become very, very pleasant, then we call it ecstasy. If your surroundings become pleasant, we call it success.
True.
So, to create pleasantness in the surroundings,
Yeah, look, people think this is deep, by the way.
we need the cooperation of people and forces around us. Without everybody's cooperation, you can't create a pleasant atmosphere. But pleasantness of the body, pleasantness of the mind, pleasantness of emotion and energy is 100% your business.
For thousands and thousands of years, people like this guy had his whole family slaughtered, right? They're the most guilty. The pacifists are so guilty, dude. It's not healthy to be a pacifist at all. It is weakness. You know, when you're a pacifist, you just turn to your family and friends and say, I gave up. I give up, bro. I give up. This is terrible. This is just,
Isn't it? So if you're feeling
staying away from the Lord when you pop that molly. Yeah, I don't care, you know? I don't care. I really don't care. I'm not here to be super religious. Sometimes I pop molly, right? You know? I just reset the next day and go, all right, let's fix it up. Yeah, you know, whatever. The devil is always in my ear telling me to pop the fucking molly, right? And sometimes he tells me you're doing too much, right? Because the devil does not want to take your life. He wants to take your life force. That means he wants 80 years of suffering, not 1 year and dead. They are addicted. The devil is addicted to you dying, but not you dead. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? He wants to be in your ear, calling you a little bitch for the rest of your life. And this cleric is going to heal us? Fuck out of here. You know what's going to heal you, bro? Nothing. You're going to suffer for the rest of your life. Right? Just like me. Just like that guy in chat, and that guy, and that guy, and that guy, and that guy, and that guy. That is the poem, right? But when you smile in suffering, the devil shrinks. I'm so hurt, bro. Please subscribe.
ecstatic, you are in heaven. Because your idea of heaven is a very pleasant place, isn't it?
Yes.
This place, this planet Earth is very pleasant except for the human beings who creating unpleasantness among each other.
Well, this sounds like a great concept, but human beings are very complex. Their emotions are complex, their needs and desires and their trauma and pain and insecurities and all.
Trauma comes from the Greek word traum, which means wounded. And you are wounded, chat.
All mental health issues. How does one get to that spot?
You know how I know the devil exists? Because we as men have to go through all these problems of going broke and dealing with the world and nobody sending us a notification and always being alone while we're going bald. Dude, I can just see heaven where nobody has gynecomastia Everyone has their hair. They peak at 23, 25 years old, right? I can see heaven because I can see there's a universe where Joe has hair, right? There's something very devil-like about you becoming uglier over time. You ever look in the mirror and you go, that's the devil at work. But when you were a kid, you never looked in the mirror and said that because you were closer to your birth, innocence, and creation, the Lord. You understand?
But like what you're saying sounds wonderful. I mean, you're a guru. You're a literal guru. So when you sit here and tell people these things, they go, well, that sounds easy for that guy.
No,
Like,
no,
look at him.
it's not
He's wise.
easy.
Joe, as soon as he claimed atheist, lost every follicle, right? And they jumped off when he was sleeping, so he didn't have a goodbye party or anything.
It is
enlightened.
not easy or
You
difficult.
got a great beard.
It is not easy.
Why this guru is successful is he's aesthetic. He fits the very adorable, cozy grandfather look, and he's an influencer. That's it, right? Good voice.
Easy or difficult.
It's not?
It is a question of wrong direction or right direction. That is, you went to an apple tree and you're digging the roots because you're a potato farmer.
For thousands of years, men like me put swords to this guy's throat and said, you're done preaching. And he'll say, okay. Why didn't he train? Why can't he have a sword? You understand what I'm saying?
That is the only problem you have. You are the source and seat of your experiences within you.
Imagine Zoomers start absorbing this shit, right? Sometimes I think, dude, have you seen Zoomers? Zoomers stand like they're being tased. You know when people get upright because they're being tased? They're so awkward, right? A Zoomer's confidence is him being ironic. He's never actually truly confident.
What happens within you? Should it happen your way or my way? Tell me.
Your way or my way?
No, what happens within you? Should it happen your way or my way?
Well, it's within me. When you say within me, do you mean my thoughts? Do
Your
you mean
thought,
my
your emotion,
overall
your body,
experience?
whatever,
What? Are you high, Joe?
your chemistry, your energy, everything. What happens within you? Should it happen your way or somebody else's way?
Well, I think if your way sucks, maybe you should listen to other people and maybe.
Joe, your way sucks. Your way is a 50-50. You're a Bernie bro that's a Trump supporter. You are pathetic, okay? You are pathetic. Of course you milked that Spotify deal, right? Good on you. But, oh my God.
Maybe try their way.
See, if
The most pathetic human beings on earth. I like Bernie's policies, to be honest, right? They're actually sensible to me when you think of stupid shit like Space Force and where money actually goes. But if all Bernie bros that turned into Trump supporters are so fucking cringe, right? Because you could tell they were just like doing it as a fashion thing. Like, I try to fuck a girl, so I pretended to be a Bernie bro. You know? You don't go from Bernie to Trump unless you were always a Trumper. You know what I mean? Secretly.
it happened your way, would you keep yourself blissful or miserable?
You would keep yourself blissful
That's
if you were
it.
wise. If you
No,
were
no,
wise
no,
and your
no, no,
mind
no.
was working properly, but if you have mental
That's
health
it.
issues,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
if you're filled with trauma, if you're poorly educated, you're starting from a deficit, a severe deficit where you don't think correctly. No,
No, that's
don't?
not, that is not the problem. The original problem.
The problem is Joe thinks if you're uneducated and shit, you're starting from a deficit because Joe's definition of success is always financial because he's a Hollywood guy, right? When success really is a roof over your head and your girl enjoying your cock a lot, right? You know what I mean? Like when you're shooting cum ropes and she's smiling, that's true success. But if it's like this chore thing people do nowadays, it's like you're not getting confident from shooting cum on her face and it's her chore. That's not, she's not boosting your confidence, right? It's her enjoying the cum shots that boosts your confidence. You understand what I'm saying, guys? Right? And another thing, short people are, I'll word it in a more positive way. tall people are closer to God, right? Tall people are a lot more faithful in a savior. Short people are closer to hell, right? Hell is underneath in the flat earth, so in the Sheol, right? So short people really, really don't believe in God. Think about it. When I met, let's say, Haas, why is he identical to me except not tall? Because when we met him, he was an atheist, and I called him out so hard that I changed his mind. He was like, yeah, you're right. Right? And I wish I had that clip just because he'll say that's not true. Right? But short people stop growing. Right? They don't feel love. They stop growing. Because they're like, I'm only feeling parental love. I'm not feeling God's love. Right? Short people are closer to hell. Right? When the Titanic is sinking, short people do nothing.
The root of the problem is this.
Unless they're wide and muscular like Haas, then they'll help you, right?
Let's address one step at a time.
Okay.
See, right now, the simple question is, what happens in your mind, your emotion, your chemistry, your energies must be your way, isn't it?
Well, is yours, yes.
It is yours, so it must be your way. But it's…
Think of this. Why do people grow super tall during puberty? They have limitless manifestation. What is limitless? Only the Creator, only God. So they have faith in limitless energy. That's why they're receiving limitless energy, right? It's kind of like when you're banging a hot girl from the back and you have faith that you're not going to nut early. You know you're not nutting and you're hitting that good. And you have faith that this is going to be a great night, you know? But sometimes you go in and you go, oh my God, she's gonna fucking be so mad. Oh, I got a bust already, bro. Oh, she's moving. No, stop. She stopped moving. Oh, no. Right? You don't have faith. You don't have limitless sexual drive. What about average height people? That's even more pathetic, right? That's like they believe in God, but they doubt him on the weekends.
not happening your way right
Notice how I said him.
now, because it's in a compulsive reactive state.
Okay.
So anybody can cause anything within you. So if I decide what clothes you must wear, what food you must eat, what you should do every day, you will call this slavery, isn't it?
Or the government.
Don't go there. So,
Don't go there. Very based of you. What are you, afraid of the deep state? It's like, don't go to my paycheck. Don't go to my liberal bullshit paycheck.
right now, someone else, something else can decide what happens within you. Isn't this the most horrible form of slavery? That someone can decide whether you're happy or unhappy.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not…
Someone decided, hey, instead of slaughtering all American men, why don't we turn them all into betas, pacifists, and that way men don't exist anymore? Wouldn't that be the easiest way to conquer a nation? Right? The deep state decided.
not
That's not the best path.
So the problem is just this, an intelligence which needs to be conscious is unfortunately unconscious and compulsive. So the only problem that you have is compulsive reaction to life around you. What is needed is a conscious response to life. So this simple thing people have not handled from their childhood.
Right.
So when you don't handle this one thing, everything will be wrong, everything will be accidental. Your success and failure both are accidental.
So what do you say to someone, maybe they're 30 years old, and they've had this life of mistakes and regret and…
Success and failure are not accidental at all. If someone put a gun to any chatter's head and said, you have to beat that other chatter in a fight or I'm gonna blow your brain off. And then let's say that chatter is spiritual. Then the gun would be pointed to his mom. And now he has even more motivation to get good at fighting. I'm pretty sure his success rate goes up tremendously over him just wanting to learn how to fight. Success is within your control. And if it's not, fight for it. Why is control such a bad thing? Just let go. Just let it. Do you want to be like everyone at those streamer awards? You know what they're gonna be like when they're 50? You know what streamers are gonna be like at 50? They're gonna be like, huh, I'm rich and I have 1 billion clips of me looking like a cuck. I'm gonna chill in a Ferrari with trauma riding in the front seat. Really? No, in the front seat it's got to be respect, right? And your wife in the trunk. I'm kidding.
Maybe alcoholism or gambling or some other problems, but they want to be conscious. They want to be blissful.
When are you apologizing to Haas? Your name is African Putin. You're from Haas's chat, and there's no way that you're making him look good, dude.
They want to be enlightened. They want to be a happy person, filled with love. What path do they take? What steps do they take to correct the journey they're on?
Get ready for a non-answer.
Why is it, though human beings are not the strongest creatures on the planet compared to other species, why is it the human beings are dominating this world? Simply because of our ability to use tools, isn't it?
And our intellect, our ability.
And endurance, that we can outrun any animal in a marathon. They get tired and we throw spears in them and slaughter them, which is not very pacifist-like, is it?
To manipulate our environment.
Yes, but even then, if we didn't have knowledge of using tools,
right.
The buffaloes.
Do you know why God wants you to be capable of using a spear, a sword, and your fists and be aggressive? Why does God want this from you? Because God wants you to get as close to the devil without going to the other side. Why? Because the number one most valuable thing in God's eyes is the number one most valuable thing in humans' eyes, and it's courage. Right? Courage is it can topple an empire. It can change the fucking world. One YouTube clip could get a dude 1 million fucking subscribers if he's showing true courage, right? So why does God want you to be able to slay someone with a fucking sword? Because you're rubbing noses with the devil and the ability to slay. But you're never kissing the devil because that's fucking disgusting. And the devil's a pedophile. And the devil is the deep state. And Trump is our savior.
It would have mowed us down, all right.
Yes.
So, your intellect, they don't care. It's your ability to use tools. You made an arrow, you made a gun, you made so many things.
Made a house.
Yes.
Yes.
Everything, all
Yes.
instruments. Right now, microphone
Yes.
or telephone or whatever else. These are all instruments to enhance. We are this much, because of our instruments we become that much. Right now, there is one little screw here in this furniture. I will ask you, you're a strong guy. I will…
The devil is always close to you. You're going balls deep in your missus. You're going balls deep in your missus, and your missus is enjoying it, right? And she's like, better not enjoy this too much. He's about to come. He always does this, right? Instead of her brain thinking, I'm so fucking hot, right? Because trust me, when he starts getting used to hitting it and he never comes, then you're crying. You're in tears. You're on the side of the bed saying, why aren't you coming? Are you seeing another girl? Shut the fuck up, all right? You made fun of the fast coming. Now shut the fuck up, okay? So you're fucking in there, balls deep. Guess what? It's satanic what you're doing. You're fucking your balls deep, but you're getting so close to the devil, and then, you bust, and your eyes do this. Right? Now what? Aftercare. You cuddle her, and you tell her, hey, little bitch. And she giggles, and this aftercare is so wholesome and innocent that the devil can't come. The devil can't believe that you came with his horns, but you didn't let him come because you're sweet and cuddling her. But if you come and don't cuddle her, then you're Zherka of 2017 and you're going to hell in a handbasket. Do you think guys should do no coming? No, it's best to bust on her face. Tell her it's very important to you. Talk about it. And sex is not about sex. Don't even call it that. Sex is an it. Sex is about oneness, right? Everyone has sex. Very few people connect and have a spiritual euphoria, togetherness. Togetherness eliminates the one thing in our brains that torments us till the day we die. The fact that we're alone and we're gonna die alone. Loneliness is in everyone, no matter if they're familyed up or alone, they're feeling it to some degree. But when you guys become one through the ritual of sex, the dance before God, then you feel peace, unity. You feel stillness, right? Then you're asleep and she pushes her ass into your deck. Now you're really hard. And you tell her, don't get me hard, I'm trying to sleep, because you don't want to fuck her again. No, you don't. Don't do it again. Go to bed. You'll wake up hard in the morning, not sore, no dick soreness. And in the morning, you will have to close the blinds, make the room dark, and go again. But that's what you want to do, yeah.
I'll ask you to unscrew this with
This is a cult, and you are getting banned.
your hands.
Can't do it.
You do it, you may lose all your nails, I'll allow you to use your teeth, maybe you lose some of them.
It's gonna be a problem.
But it'll be right there.
But if I had a
if I give
screwdriver,
you a screwdriver,
I
boom,
can do it easy.
in a minute you'll get it
Yes.
out. So
Right.
this is the power of the tool.
Yes.
So as there are tools for doing things in the external world, there are tools to handle this. Because you don't have a toolkit, this machine, which is the most complex machine, is going crazy. Right now you're reading in engineering, it's a toolkit.
Yes.
You just use the tools, don't worry about the philosophy, don't worry about belief system, don't worry about your concept, somebody's concepts, your beliefs, somebody's beliefs.
He's talking about dildos.
Just use the necessary tools. Being peaceful, joyful, loving is a natural outcome of that.
Okay, well, what are those tools? Let's say
The tools are activity and sports, sex, and a ritual feeding with others, right? Which is dinner. It's not rocket science, dude. It's very close to what we do every fucking day or try to get done, right? Your tools are everything you want to do. And your job is to harness this sexual energy, divide it. Harness this aggression for sports, divide it, right? Harness all the, I just want to party, and divide it, party very little, right? And then you're always ready for life. But if you become a Western cuck, you get head, dopamine. While you're eating pizza, dopamine. While watching CNN, dopamine. That's unhealthy. When you get head, don't do what I used to do, watch a Flat Earth documentary. Look at her. Or if you don't look at her, feel her head, right? It's nice shampoo hair, right? Be in the moment. Don't eat pizza when she's giving you head.
scenario that I laid out. You have a person who's 30 years old. They have
Yes.
a history of trauma in their life. They're very unhappy, very depressed. Maybe
See.
they're alcoholics. They're
See,
trying to
today-
get their life in order.
Today, I want you to understand this. The Isha Foundation and this inner engineering process that we are doing around the world.
Here we go.
In 2021, I think, 2020 or 2021, I think it's 2021, our video views are 2.2 billion.
2.2 billion video
Ye-
views?
Yes,
That's a lot.
yes. Why? Because it's worked. And
Because-
we have
because of
over…
what?
It has worked, I'm saying,
It's
for
worked?
people. Yeah. We have over 16 million volunteers working with the foundation. Why are they doing this? Because the only
Because most people are pacifist cucks. Yeah, we get it.
reason is it has worked. What is it that's worked? I did not teach them a morality, I did not teach them a philosophy, I did not promise them miracles, I did not pull gold chains out of thin air and give it to them.
If everyone was trained to be like an army general, like my subscribers, guess what? The army I have will all be generals. So what will the generals be? If the foot soldiers are generals, what are the generals? They're even higher level, right?
Them know nothing, simply tools to fix themselves.
Well, also-
just how to sit, how to breathe, how to manage yourself. This is all.
Yes. But you're entertaining. You know, that's also one of the reasons why you have that many views. How many views do we have? If you guessed. Pull your mic down so we can hear you.
He's like exposed.
YouTube, I guess.
Yeah, let's just go with YouTube.
No, it's okay. That's not
All
the
told,
point.
how many views?
Look at the fucking dumb American. He's like, I need to compare. And the guy's like, that's not the point. Don't do that. He's like old fashioned, which is based. Joe needs to compare. I appreciate that. KFC Janitor 76. Bro, you'll actually be a janitor if you're manifesting names like that, bro. Right? Make your name something cool. Look at Curtis, the dumbest fucking name in Chad. You sound like a failed drug dealer.
I don't know.
Say 4 billion, it's okay.
No, probably about the same. Sounds about right.
Yeah, and we're not teaching you shit. No, that's not true. Other people are that are on there. But I think that I see what you're saying, that it works. But what I'm saying
why
is,
it works is
what
not-
are those tools? This is all very like mystical and difficult for
It's-
people to grasp.
There are mystical aspects also,
Okay.
but that is not for everybody.
But I mean,
That
this conversation.
only-
Now Coke _ 911 is in chat and Coke _ 9000. Dude, one day an admin's gonna DM me and be like, yo, half your chatters are cocaine something. What is going on here?
for those who are interested in those things, who want to pursue that aspect. For the rest of the people, for somebody, if their backache goes away, his life changes. For somebody, if his headache goes away, his life changes.
Yes.
Somebody drops his alcohol consumption, addiction, his life changes.
Yes.
Somebody, some compulsive thought that maybe drives him crazy, if that goes away. These are simple things. This is just a small screwdriver is all he needs. He doesn't need…
Bruh. Here we go with these guys.